Hello and welcome to another exclusive review with me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. This week we're previewing Dear Evan Hansen, opening in London at the Noel Theatre in 2019. Dear Evan Hansen is the story of a lonely teenager who becomes a social media megastar via the tragedy of a bully. In a world of trolls, he becomes the idol of empathy in a dark world of untruths. It's not surprising this hugely timely story resonates so massively on Broadway. It will now open in London in 2019 at the Noel Theatre. On Broadway, Ben Platt was magical in the title role. His tenderness and heart crossed generations to achieve a mesmerising unity within the theatre. This show is devastatingly touching. That's why it's so brilliant. If you want to feel, be real, be touched on every human level, then this is certainly the show for you. You can get tickets by Googling Dear Evan Hansen, West End, London. This is not American guff with trite sentiment. It's a tough ride with a crushing score by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul. The book has a tenderness and beauty rarely seen these days, or stage for that matter. The raw emotion brought to life by Stephen Levinson is remarkable. Don't get me wrong, you'll laugh, but you'll also cry. There are some very contemporary gags that bring much needed light and shade. This show is totally original. That's why it's so surprising and beautiful. The show is wordy, and casting will be key for London. Producers claim that they want to find a British cast. I would be amazed if they don't launch with Ben Platt. He was so magical. His joy is that he portrays every kid struggling to find themselves. He just wants to be loved, accepted, relevant and liked. It's almost like a human Twitter, isn't it really? Like online, this normally only ends in tears though, and negative attention. The show gets heavy in the computer room at school. A stolen document leads to malicious bullying, again relatable for most watching. As always, the bully is always the darkest and most screwed up. This ends in tragedy. The consequences on his family are infinite. They seek solace in Evan, and he delights in finally having a purpose, no matter how duplicitous. This section of the show couldn't be more timely, with male suicide and mental illness being buzzwords in colleges and universities in 2018. The fact this show is so current and now fully explains its incredible Broadway success. Evan is forced to mourn the death of this bully, but almost uses it as a PR opportunity for acceptance. Any attention is better than being ignored. Dear Evan Hansen is an open letter, reflects on how social media, in summary, may be more trouble than it's worth. The set, by David Corrins, is contemporary and uses video screens to illustrate the show masterfully during these scenes. It's cleverly done and not distracting. Ultimately, Evan's letter leaves him a fraud, isolated, incapable of being real and living a complete and utter lie. There's tenderness to this piece and true heart throughout. As fake as Evan may be, his delivery is 100% authentic. Ultimately, this is also a timely story of a single mother losing her son to growing up. The score, albeit simple, there ain't defying gravity in it, and the book work beautifully together. Unlike so many, where it becomes almost musical theatre parody, this show is timeless and a must-see for all ages, asking the question, will you do anything to fit in? The answer is most would. You've been listening to another review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. You can check out all of our hundreds of interviews and reviews at www.celebrityradio.biz. Ta-da!